the ocean surface suddenly erupts, revealing the powerful burst of speed from the orca. The struggle for survival instantly becomes a race between speed, endurance, and strategy. In this world, the advantage belongs to the one that controls the opponent's movement first. As the pursuit erupts beneath the deep waters, can the prey still find a way to turn the tide? Despite its common nickname, the orca is actually the largest member of the oceanic dolphin family. Its body can reach around 32 feet in length, weigh nearly 22,000 pounds, and display incredible power. Its contrasting black and white coloring makes the orca easily recognizable in the deep waters. Found throughout the world's oceans, orcas live in family groups consisting of females, males, and young. Through strategic thinking, learning ability, and teamwork, the orca has become a master of the natural world. Sea lions are impressive marine mammals belonging to the pinniped group. Weighing around 800 pounds and known for their powerful, lion-like calls, they stand out as intelligent hunters. Unlike seals, they have small visible ears and a playful, energetic nature. Beyond that, they are exceptional divers, capable of navigating deep waters with remarkable skill. Although formidable in shallow waters, sea lions still rank below orcas in the ocean food chain. When a group separates to search for food offshore, a weaker individual can become a high-energy target for roaming orcas. At that moment, orcas work together, surrounding the target and applying pressure through coordinated movements until it loses the advantage. At Valdez Peninsula, a unique strategy unfolds along the coastal shoreline. As the tide rises, orcas intentionally slide their bodies onto the shallow shore to reach young sea lions. After moving close, they use the rhythm of the waves to guide their bodies back into the ocean. This deliberate beaching technique requires extreme precision and careful control. Through disciplined strategy, orcas dominate environments ranging from coastal waters to the open ocean. In nature, physical strength has never been the only factor that determines survival. The highest level of survival belongs to intelligence, coordination, and the ability to understand the environment. A mysterious and harsh world exists deep beneath the endless blue waves. Gliding through the deep waters, the blue whale appears as the largest giant on the planet. With a length of around 98 feet and a weight of nearly 400,000 pounds, it possesses a massive heart comparable to that of a small car. Despite its enormous size, this species is remarkably gentle in its simple way of life. As the blue whale travels across the ocean, it can unintentionally attract some of the most intelligent hunters in the marine world. Led by mature females, orca pods can sometimes reach around 70 members and continuously follow their target. They take turns approaching, redirecting movement, and creating pressure around the whale's swimming path. Their key strategy is to guide the blue whale toward unfavorable areas, narrowing its movement options while controlling deeper escape routes. Some orcas may even rise onto the whale's back to maintain control of the encounter. After hours of persistent pursuit, the advantage of size gradually becomes less important compared to intelligence, determination, and absolute teamwork. These ocean hunters once again reveal the hidden rules of survival, proving that the largest creature doesn't always control the outcome. If size is strength and speed is judgment, then the great white shark's jaws become the cold verdict of the deep ocean. When ambushing, it launches from dark waters at speeds exceeding 34 miles per hour in a powerful breaching display. Evolution has transformed this solitary predator into a highly refined hunter. But nature always creates a rival powerful enough to challenge even the greatest limits. Operating like a specialized team, a pod of orcas approaches its target with remarkable coordination. Once they identify the right opportunity, the strongest individual delivers a precise impact to disrupt the opponent's balance. The shark can immediately enter a state of tonic immobility, leaving its body temporarily unable to respond. After the remarkable encounter, the orcas move in to gain access to the most energy-rich parts, which make up a large portion of the prey's body. The entire pod gathers as a reminder of one rule of nature. Even the ultimate ruler of the deep waters can eventually be overcome by superior strategy. Across the ocean, each day for an orca begins with an energy challenge. An adult individual needs more than 200 pounds of food to maintain its strength. Because of this, the pressure to find food is always present throughout every journey. To solve this challenge, the leader guides the pod toward one of the ocean's greatest giants. That giant is the humpback whale, weighing around 80,000 pounds, with pectoral fins reaching 16 feet in length. Beyond its massive size, it is also considered a true defender of the sea because it has repeatedly intervened during orca hunts. Understanding that confronting a fully grown individual would require enormous energy, orcas often focus on younger whales swimming close beside their mothers. The pod works closely together, using numbers to separate the protective formation, then continuously approaching and creating pressure around the fins while gradually exhausting movement throughout the day and night. In response, the mother whale swings her tail powerfully to create large waves and push the opponents away. However, the challenge comes from the young whale's natural need for protection. A group of orcas quietly moves ahead, guides the movement, and imitates leading behavior, allowing even a small mistake to help the pod continue its role in maintaining the balance of nature. In the world of dolphins, intelligence is not only used for survival, but also reaches a level of self-awareness. The orca's next target is the dolphin, one of the ocean's most exceptional swimmers. With speeds of 22 miles per hour, dolphins glide through the waves like living arrows. But orcas also possess remarkable intelligence and coordination. The difference lies in size, as an orca's body can be 3 times larger than that of a dolphin. To approach them, orcas may travel thousands of miles, positioning themselves ahead of dolphins searching for seasonal sardine runs. When dolphins produce their distinctive calls, those sounds act like names used for individual recognition. At the moment when the group becomes focused on following sardines, orcas begin a carefully calculated surrounding strategy. The sudden pressure disrupts the formation, causing a weaker individual to move away from the protective group. From there, the orca pod skillfully isolates a target. With a powerful burst of speed, they create pressure that disrupts the dolphin's movement at the surface. Repeated pressure gradually reduces the target's ability to maintain its original agility and speed. This hunting behavior is passed down as a form of culture through many generations. Cooperation allows the entire pod to build a rich social life and access a diverse range of food sources. A world where every approach becomes a remarkable masterpiece of survival. Seals are close relatives of sea lions within the pinniped world. Weighing around 600 pounds, they often spend hours diving deep beneath the freezing waters. After long dives, they seek out floating ice to rest and maintain body warmth. However, across the vast ocean, a place that appears safe can unexpectedly become a vulnerability. In the cold waters of the Pacific Ocean, orcas have developed a rare technique known as wave washing. Their sleek black dorsal fins move in a tight formation, often with around 4 individuals working together in perfect coordination. When the signal is given, the group accelerates toward the ice floe together. A powerful surge of water rises and moves directly toward a lone seal resting on the surface. The ice begins to tilt, causing the target's fragile balance to shift with each wave. A single moment of imbalance is enough to change the entire outcome of the encounter. On average, orcas need around 8 consecutive waves to complete this pressure strategy. The force of the water can reach thousands of pounds, enough to push the seal away from its safe position. This technique proves that if orcas are among the greatest strategic minds of the ocean, few creatures could claim a higher position. Amid swirling dust, the honey badger steps into a path not meant for hesitation. Its small frame conceals endurance and a capacity for sudden response. It does not rely on speed, but uses terrain and every opening that appears. Against larger opponents, agility becomes the advantage that helps maintain control. But this time, how far will that relentless instinct carry the solitary animal? Eating a wide range of foods, the honey badger still favors snake meat above all. Its familiar prey includes highly venomous species such as cobras, vipers, and mole snakes, often hidden deep within dense brush. For most animals, that terrain is a danger zone best avoided, where a single sudden strike can shift the entire balance. To hunt prey with spring-like reflexes and venom that can be projected up to about 6 feet in under 0.3 seconds, the honey badger relies on more than boldness. Its true strength lies in a remarkable resistance to venom granted by nature. This biological defense allows it to endure challenges that many other species cannot withstand. Even after taking bites carrying enough venom to overwhelm a larger animal, the honey badger's body typically enters a temporary inactive state for about 2 to 3 hours. As the effects gradually subside, it regains awareness and continues its journey. In the wild, this is not immortality, but a rare form of adaptation. Along the rivers and wetlands of Africa, crocodiles appear as ancient symbols of raw power. With a bite force estimated at 3,700 pounds per square inch and a weight nearing 1,000 pounds, an adult holds a clear advantage in the water. Yet when it leaves the river to bask on land, that heavy body reveals its limits. That gap creates an opportunity for the honey badger, a small but fearless predator. From the riverside brush, it quietly waits for a young crocodile, about 3 feet long, to drift away from deeper water. With teeth strong enough to handle tough hide, the badger moves in quickly, secures the target, and pulls it toward cover. The encounter comes to a close, bringing not only a source of food, but also a stark lesson from nature. Strength in water does not always ensure control on land. With a single shift in environment, even the smaller contender can turn the balance in its favor. The honey badger, also known as the ratel, is a mammal in the weasel family, widely recognized across Africa. It is a small carnivore, yet known for a bold, determined, and unpredictable nature. Despite its modest size, its survival instinct makes many predators keep their distance. With a flexible diet, from insects and honey to reptiles and small animals, it endures shifting environmental conditions. Thanks to strong adaptability, the honey badger is widely distributed across Africa, West Asia, and India. A craving for rich, sweet nutrition drives the honey badger to follow traces toward a wild beehive. Its intelligence allows it to read environmental signals, including the presence of a honey-guide bird. Honey, wax, and larvae provide high energy, becoming a valuable reward during foraging. Yet that reward is always protected by a coordinated defensive system. High on branches over 20 feet above the ground, thousands of bees cluster around the hive. With foreclaws nearly 2 inches long, the honey badger grips the trunk, climbs steadily, and breaks through the outer layer to reach the honey inside. At once, the colony surges outward to defend its territory. A series of stings creates intense pressure, but dense fur and thick skin help reduce the impact. It remains persistent, continuing to feed within the chaotic swarm. In the wild, such endurance is not a form of invincibility. It is a resilient survival instinct that allows the honey badger to turn danger into an opportunity for energy. Across the parched grassland, the African ostrich leaves behind a rare source of energy. An egg weighing nearly 3 pounds. Its light-colored shell, about 0.08 inches thick, is strong enough to withstand intense heat and environmental pressure. The curved shape and smooth surface make it difficult for most foragers to find a point of entry. As a result, the egg is both a valuable reward and a complex survival challenge. The honey badger, however, does not approach this task through strength alone. It uses its snout and forelimbs to roll the egg across the ground. It constantly changes direction to locate hard stones, exposed roots, or uneven terrain. Each slip away from the target is not a failure, but an opportunity to adjust distance and angle. Eventually, a crack forms along the shell, revealing a rich source of protein and fat. In that moment, the honey badger shows that its persistence is not reckless. It observes, experiments, and turns the landscape into a tool of its own. The honey badger is often considered one of the most fearless animals on the planet. That courage does not come from size, but from the way it confronts danger. On the African grasslands, where lions dominate, a creature weighing only about 35 pounds can still make larger predators hesitate. The encounter begins as a male lion, weighing around 420 pounds, moves towards the honey badger's foraging ground. Instead of disappearing into the grass, it lowers its body, releases warning sounds, and moves in short, unpredictable bursts. It does not rely on sheer strength, but on persistence, quick reflexes, and the ability to make an opponent think twice. As more lions draw closer, the honey badger raises its final line of defense. A strong scent from its anal glands, combined with feints and a refusal to yield, shifts the tension in the moment. For a brief time, the gap in power between the two seems to narrow. The standoff stretches through a tense rhythm of advance and retreat, eventually causing the lions to pause and give way. For the honey badger, this is not a victory of strength, but a victory of survival instinct. In the wild, the honey badger is not invincible, but very few species are willing to pay the price to challenge it. In the tall grasses of the savanna, where every movement can be concealed, a rock python over 12 feet long moves silently through the dry cover. It does not rely on speed to overpower its opponent. Its strength lies in patience, camouflage, and a sudden approach at very close range. The moment it detects the threat, the honey badger steps into danger with a nature that does not easily retreat. It presses forward, shifting direction to avoid being cut off. Yet a single mistimed move against an ambush predator can shift the balance. The python coils, tightens the gap, and forces the badger into a disadvantaged position. At the peak of this tense standoff, a pair of jackals appears at the edge of the grassland. Their presence divides the python's attention. In that brief instant, the honey badger pivots, breaks free from control, and regains the initiative. The ability to exploit even the smallest changes in nature allows the honey badger to prevail. On the scorching savanna, where each waterhole becomes a boundary of survival, a compact tank moves forward in silence. It is the honey badger, a small animal known for rarely backing down, even against opponents far larger than itself. Ahead stands an elephant, weighing around 13,000 pounds. A single response from the giant is enough to make the ground tremble, sending dry dust swirling into the air. The honey badger is knocked aside, rolling across the ground like a toy thrown off course. Yet its low build, along with thick, loose skin, allows it to absorb impact better than many other animals. Moments later, it rises again and continues closing in on the opponent's long legs. The challenge does not end there. When facing an antelope many times its size, the honey badger once again moves into a risky distance. The antelope immediately braces, using its horns to fling the smaller animal nearly 20 feet. Even so, the determined creature quickly regains its balance. If the honey badger's boldness ranks second, it is difficult to imagine any animal claiming the first place. Across the vast ocean, orcas always stand out through their skill and precise coordination. From speed, intelligence, to hunting strategies, every element creates the mark of an ocean ruler. Each encounter is not only a challenge, but also a lesson about the balance of nature. The journey of the orca has become a memorable story for those who admire marine life. If you want to explore more of the wild world, please like and subscribe so you never miss it.